Earth degradation, more like Anthropocene and the GEC. Geologists classify time into segments based on noticeable changes in Earth's condition. Latest changes in the environment throughout the world raise the possibility that the Anthropocene, a new geological period driven by humans, has begun. The Anthropocene is the time frame in which human actions have altered the ecosystem to cause a sharp geological shift. Human activities are outpacing natural processes in the environment. It is generally acknowledged that Homo sapiens have had a profound impact on the planet and that this effect will continue to have an influence on its ecosystems, environment, mechanisms, and biodiversity. Even though the Earth is 4.5 billion years old, Homo sapiens have only existed for about 200,000 years. However, throughout that period, people have drastically transformed the planet's physical, chemical, and biological processes which are essential to all living things. Humans have drastically altered the world as evidenced by greenhouse gas emissions, climate change, rising sea levels, habitat destruction, extinction, and extensive natural resource usage. Ever since the first ancient people began to dig for rocks instead of picking up loose material to build tools, humans have altered the ground by excavating rock and soil and destructing the land. According to statistics, human activity causes a 57,000 million tons in surface runoff around the Earth yearly. Since the start of the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, which is associated with the rise in emissions of greenhouse gases, housing, industrialization, and urbanization, people have become the primary influencers of Anthropocene drivers. Without being aware of it, people have thus far significantly changed the planet's ecological processes. We shall embark on a new phase of Anthropocene if this continues, but nobody is certain where it will lead.
Now on to global environmental change. The human population has been continuously increasing for the past decades and has now exceeded the Earth's carrying capacity. This directly translates to increasing demands for food, water, land, energy services, and resources. To accommodate and provide for these demands, human beings partake in activities that largely alter the environment, its systems and resources, and thus influence the global environmental change, also known as the GEC. Global environmental change is defined as the physical, biological, geological, and chemical environmental changes that are natural or human-induced. These occur in separate sites but are so widely spread that they constitute global change. Examples of GEC include changes in temperatures, rainfall and weather patterns, decreased ozone concentration, the rise of sea levels, ocean acidification, depletion and contamination of fresh water, loss of biodiversity, loss of fertile soil, and erosion. GEC effects can be seen on humans, animals, and the environment. One can ask how. Firstly, ozone depletion increases the UV rays reaching the Earth's surface, thus increasing the risk of skin cancer and immune depression in humans. Secondly, climatic changes lead to flooding, prolonged droughts, dry hot summers, etc. In turn, these increase the risks of wildfires, invasive species, pests and diseases, and increase water temperatures. Thirdly, deforestation leads to the extinction of various animal species as they lose their habitat or die during the burning down of forests. Number 4, urbanization contributes to pollution due to the high concentration of vehicles and industries which emit contaminated gases in urban areas. Number 5, commercial agriculture leads to the loss of soil moisture and fertility. This is due to the soil being overused and exposed to high temperatures. And lastly, the extraction or mining of fossil fuels and minerals contaminate and reduce the quality of fresh water and contribute to air pollution. The proposed and implemented solutions to the effects of GEC include using solar, wind, and water to power energy sources, encouraging brownfield land developments, which would thus make space for afforestation on greenfield land, promoting greenhouses, using organic or natural fertilizers such as cow manure, promoting carpooling, walking, cycling, and using public transports in urban areas in order to reduce the emission of contaminated gases such as carbon monoxide, encouraging recycling and increasing taxes on retail businesses that still use plastics and boxes instead of recyclable bags for packaging.
Both the Anthropocene and global environmental change pose a threat to the Earth's life. Unfortunately, there's no hope that humans will ever stop conducting these activities that harm the Earth. We just have to live through the years of watching the Earth lose its life.